Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to another episode of Unfiltered Recap. Y'all read the title. So let's talk about episode 14 again. Why y'all didn't like it? Why you gonna say y'all? I did go into a few Facebook groups, and a lot of people did not like Wednesday's episode. And then I had a comment under my recap video. They didn't really care for the episode either. So like, why y'all? I noticed that a lot of people said that they didn't care for the day, that the only highlight of the show was the Zach and Fatima thing, and they was just over it. I personally feel like, and I talked about this in my recap, but I ain't go into details, but I feel like that episode was a breath of fresh air, and here's why. We didn't have a Karen saga, for one, okay? We didn't have Karen and the baby, okay? We had a little snippet, literally a little bit of Karen. And, it was just refreshing to see these ladies go out on a date and enjoy themselves. A lot of people was talking about, like, you don't leave your Rolls Royce and just hop on a bus. And this date wasn't, it was a mess and this, that, and the third. But somebody chimed in, and I love they feedback. They was like, a good date doesn't have an itinerary. And that makes perfect sense. If you're enjoying yourself, if you're letting the time fly, you don't watch the clock. You don't see what's next. You just go with the flow of things. So the whole bus thing, I mean, Andy and those sleeves did not belong on a public bus. But I like the fact that Jordan took her out her comfort zone. Even though my girl wasn't having it, she was very bougie. But that's Andy, okay? She was being taken out of her comfort zone, and we learned a little bit more about Andy outside of her life in the office and her sleeping with a married man. We learned a little bit more about her, okay? And then I know some people had some comments about Danny. Let me say this. I am team Danny and Tony, okay? Honestly, and y'all don't hate me too bad, but I know y'all like to tussle, okay? I am tired of Preston. Granted, Danny has her guard up, and she always had her guard up. I don't know what happened prior to Preston, but Danny has always had her guard up. And once she got with Preston, she basically said it, She wasn't used to stuff like that. But Preston played in this lady's face, y'all, okay? He had her and another girl and was playing between both of them, trying to figure out which one he wanted to marry. I didn't like that. And so if Danny decides to give Tony a chance, I would not mind that. I would actually appreciate that and love that, because Preston played with my girl. Simple. Now, they might have played with each other, but Preston took it too far with the marriage thing and playing with my girl emotions like that, okay? I'm sorry. You're not finna sit up here and tell me you trying to pick between me and somebody else. Baby, pick her. I decide for you. You ain't got to worry about me. But yeah, like y'all, I ain't gonna say, I keep saying y'all, but like the people in the comments over on Facebook and stuff, y'all, they just did not like the episode, and I honestly liked it. I mean, the whole Fatima Zach scene, it was just, that wasn't the highlight of the episode of the show for me. The highlight of the show actually was the end, when Karen, Zach, and Fatima see each other at the supermarket. But it cut off. That would have been the height of the episode. But of course, Tyler Perry left us on a cliffhanger. But the whole, when the goons came in, and I mean, we talking about Fatima. We know who her cousin is. We know her connections. She's bound. She done did this before, so she's bound to do stuff like this again. This is nothing new. So, like I said, the whole date, I mean, it was a lot of scenes with the date, but I enjoyed it, okay? It was very much entertaining. I liked how we dived into how these men became men, their morals and how they respect these women. Even though, in the back of our heads, we're thinking, like, is this too good to be true? And then Danny actually says it. But, they go into details on why they are the men that they are today. So I appreciate this. I mean, it was so refreshing. Maybe Karen should have been on the date, and maybe a fourth brother should have popped up with not Fatima, child Karen. Maybe she would have got a stepdaddy and called it a day. She probably would have ended her pregnancy then, okay? Because I really don't think the sister's pregnant. I don't know. Karen just gets on my nerves. I just don't like Karen. I'm just not a fan of her. But yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I just hate that a lot of people didn't like this episode, because I actually gave this episode a 9. And I enjoyed it, but different strokes for different folks. But y'all, let me know down in the comment section below what other thoughts y'all had on this episode. Why y'all liked it? Why y'all didn't like it? What was y'all favorite part? But yeah, I will talk to y'all in the next episode. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Press that bell notification so y'all be notified every time I post a new video, because it be random. But like I said, I'll talk to y'all in the next one. Peace.